everyone. So today's video is going to be one that I've already done twice. Can't even tell if I'm in focus. Jeez. So basically what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show you all of my animals. And people just seem to be really confused about the number of animals I have. I get told so many times, like, you have too many, what, do you even have this animal anymore, or what's going on? So basically I'm just gonna go through them all again with you guys. I think people think I have more animals than I really have. I think people think I have a lot more than I really have. So I'm gonna go through them all with you, and we're gonna look at all my animals. Sorry if I'm jumping around, I kind of film these clips in weird order, but before my video starts, I do want to say that if you didn't see in my other videos, I do have Nala the Hedgehog merch, which is my cheering hedgehog, Nala, my very first hedgehog, and cheese merch now on my website, and it is going so great. The sales have just been tremendous. In fact, we have sold out of some items, so it'd mean the world to me if y'all guys could check it out and get some merch before we run out. Thank you guys so much for purchasing. Of course, there is going to be merch to come in the future, but it's always going to be changing up. There's going to be different kinds of merchandise. So if you like what you see on the site, I would highly recommend to try to get it as soon as you can, because I don't know if I'm going to be selling these exact items again. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of, you know, limited time merchandise. I hope you guys enjoy the video. So now we're going to turn my tank on with my phone so I could show you my tank. By the way, focus, buy my merch. Link is in the description. Okay. We go like this, we can just turn on the lights for the tank. So a quick little spin around of my room. Starts here and just goes around. Up top, tank, bed, which I just messed up. Anyway, this is a Pac-Man frog cage. Here we have some heat. If he wants to get heat, he goes to this side. So here we have Asteroid. Pac-Man frogs literally do nothing, but I still love him. And he is a baby. He is going to get about the size of a dinner plate one day. That's him. You can go back in there, little dude. Go back in your hole. I'm sorry I disturbed you. Ugh. I love holding my pets. Okay, now if we go over here by my bed, we have 2 tanks, each with crested geckos in them. Come here, buddy. Echo, where are you going? Honestly, what are you doing? Whatever. Let's find Phoenix now. Phoenix I can never find. Oh, I think I just did. There's been times where I legit like don't even think he's in the tank anymore because I honestly can't find him, but I just did. This right here is Phoenix. Yes, neither of them have their tails. They both threw their tails and they don't grow them back. These are my crested geckos. Now when it comes to crested geckos dropping their tails, it's actually a very normal thing that they do. Echo's on the chunkier side. He has some rolls. Now they're kept in different enclosures because males don't get along. Doesn't matter how big the enclosure is, I don't recommend keeping males together. Now Echo was rescued from a pet store actually, and it's gonna be really hard to see unless this camera is awesome and wants to focus. Nope, it's literally focused back here.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
Okay, it's hard to see, but he actually has 3 nostrils. I don't know how that happened, but there's 3. So you can go back in there, buddy. Hey, you have food on your nose. Okay, you're getting it. Good. Put your butt in there. That's good. Thank you. Okay, that was really fast. Oh, okay. Alright. That's cool. Thanks. Echo, you really are fat. You got some fat rolls right there. Okay, come here, Chunky. Go back into your cage. So here is my 150-gallon tank. We have the Nazotang, Goldflake Angel, Caramel Gladiator Clown, the Flame Wrasse pair, there's one right there. Female's hiding in there somewhere. Leopard Wrasse hiding in there somewhere, and then a Bristletooth Coltang. He's right back there, but you can't really see him that well. This Goldflake Angel does have a tendency to nip on corals, so we'll just see how well it goes with her in there, but I am going to be adding some corals in there to see how it goes. Moving on to the Glorious Rack. If we start at the bottom, this is Mushu. This is Mushu. She's my axolotl. And that's axolotl poop. That's so nice. Poop for the video. She eats earthworms. She's so ready. Now this is kind of big, but I think she'll be fine.
Finish him.
This is literally an empty tank. I'm just getting rid of it. It was a beta sorority tank, but I moved the beta fish into here. But it was a beta sorority tank, and this was a planted tank in itself, and they were separate, but I kind of just combined the two now. There is my leopard bushfish, and hiding in there somewhere are a bunch of rainbow fish, and then a few betas. Oh, one of the lights isn't on. I have 2 Kessels that run on it, and that's that tank. We have a tarantula who does not want to come out, and I don't want to fight her on this. Well, there's her feet. Honestly, like, she's probably gonna back up, yeah. I probably can't get her out, and I'm not about to, like, demolish her little hut that she has going on. Here is Toast. Toast is a Kenyan sand boa, and he likes to play in sand. Alright, next up over here we have my Western hognose. Now she is brand new. I've only had her for a few days, so I don't want to get her out. You're not supposed to handle a snake for the first, you know, about 7 to 10 days of bringing them home. You really want to leave them alone. But when I got her out of her package, you know, when she first arrived, I had to take her out, of course, so I do have some footage from then. Her name is Celia, and that is a Monsters, Inc. reference, and I love her. Now this right here is my crocodile skink. His name is Drogo, but I'm also really convinced he's a dragon. This is his enclosure. Let's see if we can find him in here. This is his soaking area. It needs to be cleaned. He kind of went nuts on it today. It was like perfect this morning, and now it's like that. So that's always nice. He likes to sleep back here a lot. Yep. That's exactly where he is. Now this guy is a lot like my Pac-Man frog in the sense of you're not supposed to handle them much. The Pac-Man frog breathes through his skin, so that's why you're not supposed to hold the Pac-Man frog, because all the oil's on your hand. This guy is not in the same boat, but he is just very, they just don't like it. They don't like to be touched much. Right now he's fine. As you can tell, he's not trying to fight it or anything, but most of the time they're not gonna really tolerate this kind of stuff at all. I'm gonna take him out just for a minute. A lot of people often forget I even have him because I don't take him out ever. This is the first time I've taken him out in a long time. It's just because he doesn't like it, and I'm not about to do something he doesn't like repetitively just to show you guys. So this is definitely a special occasion. The only reason I'm doing this is because he is so calm right now. So he really doesn't seem to mind, which is awesome. He's adorable. There is a video coming soon about how to take care of these guys, if you're interested. So he's definitely not wanting to be touched anymore. There he goes, and he's gone. Like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just was like, I'm done, and zoomed away. So we're not gonna mess with him anymore. Ignore that, I need to get it off. I just haven't gotten it off yet. And we've talked about the 150-gallon tank. I'm gonna go ahead and feed this tank now, so I'll include that in the video. I saw some people saying I definitely should have named Erwin right here. He's my Nazotang, that I should have named him Rafiki, since I've done so many Lion King names, and he is literally like the fish form of Rafiki. And honestly, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't, but I felt like it'd be weird to change the name now. So, not that he knows it, it's just I've already told you guys I named him Erwin. He's never gonna know his name, okay? I could change it every day if I wanted to. Before I get to the top row up here, let's talk about this little girl over here. She's in shed right now, so you'll notice some scales and stuff on the front of the glass. Hey, Bendy. How you doing? Bendy, I brought you food.
I don't care.
Benji, look at me. I'm talking to you. I brought you a banana.
Banana.
What about a pea?
Get that away from me.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh my god. You got sharp teeth, girl. Did you get it? Yeah, you're chewing it. Sit. Sit. Dang, she bit me hard. She doesn't even care. This is my mouse. His name is Gus. He's normally down here somewhere, so I'm gonna see if I can find him. Oh, okay. Now, Gus was actually supposed to be snake food. When I worked at a chain pet store that I will refer to as Pet Schmo, I found him in the mouse enclosure with a bunch of injuries. So I brought him to the back to treat him and they told me, oh, don't even bother treating him. We'll just feed him to my snake. And I was like, no. At first my manager did buy the mouse for him and put him in a little box and was gonna take him home and give him to his snake. I just couldn't handle it. Like I just kept staring at the mouse and being like, you know, he's pretty cute, you know? And so finally he was like, do you want the mouse? Just take it. So I took the mouse. I love Gus so much. I love mice. That's a common thing. Like people get so confused about how I can love mice and also love snakes. But I mean, I can't help that I can't help that snakes eat mice. So that just confuses people so much. But I love mice, and no, it's not just the cute little orange ones. I love the albino ones with the red eyes. I love mice all in general. I love them so much. But I mean, snakes have to eat too, circle of life. It's a hard one to explain, but I definitely love mice. My snakes do eat frozen, they don't eat live. I can't control if a snake suddenly wants to eat live, I can't prevent that. But I try my best to keep them on frozen because I don't want to deal with that. And then up here is my hedgehog, Sarabi. She doesn't live in this cage 24/7. I take her out a lot, especially at night, since they are nocturnal. And this cage does its purpose for her sleeping, for her eating, and for her wheel if she wants some exercise. This cage really does serve its purpose. Sorry I woke you up. She likes to sleep under this sack instead of in it, but whatever. Okay, and down here is my blind hedgehog, Kovu. He is the grumpy one of the hedgehogs. He is completely blind. It was due to improper breeding. He was bred by someone who most likely was doing inbreeding, breeding really unhealthy hedgehogs, etc. So sadly he had some traits in him that caused him to lose his vision, but he still does really well. I still take him to the vet about once a month to make sure his eyes are still healthy, because if they start to look bad, if they start to look like there's something wrong with him, he'll have to get his eyes removed. What? You don't want those? What the heck, Kovu? Who are you? Eat the crickets. Eat the crickets. Now Kovu used to be like extremely overweight. He's gotten a lot better, a lot healthier, but he used to be really overweight, and here I am trying to feed him. Let's see if we can get one of these shots of him. Oh, you have hair on you. That's not cute. You generally don't want to hold a hedgehog like this too long. This is their most vulnerable position. Basically in the wild, if they're like this, any other prey can swoop down and eat them because their stomachs are exposed. So they don't like to be held like this. You don't want to do it for too long, but they do look cute. Oh hey, I have a hedgehog out on the ground. This is my dog. This is Kiara. She won't come unless I bribe her. She is very trained. Watch. You wanna? I don't even have to say what it is. Kita, on the other hand, will come when called, because she is a good doggo. Kita, come here. Can you sit? Kiara, what are you doing? Kiara. 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 Her ear is like all floppy. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, and then we have this tank, which is definitely in need of a clean. Now also, since I just turned the lights on, Cheese is looking a little moldy. At night, Cheese actually kind of darkens up. You can see his little stripes on him. He gets a little darker at night. The rest of his body gets paler, and these little stripes right here get darker. And then once the day goes on, he gets back to his like very yellowy self. This is my puffer. Now this tank right here is definitely in the works of being completely remodeled. Cheese Cube here is going into the 150 gallon. And the Kamahara Blenny, which is back there, is going into the 150 gallon. The only things staying in here are the maroon clownfish, the Toby puffer, and Zazu, my lionfish. You can see she is a lightning maroon clownfish. Okay, Puffer, get out of the way. I'm trying to, Puffer, please move. So this is a, okay, this is a lightning maroon clownfish, pufferfish, stop it. And then anyway, as I've been trying to show you guys, okay, really? You gotta do that every time, pufferfish? So I'm trying to get my Blenny out of here, and my clownfish won't stop attacking me, and it's not very nice. Like, he's mean. Oh, now my puffer's going for it too. Thank you, that's so sweet, thank you. What the heck? Stop it! And then right over here in my kitchen is my very first fish ever. The first fish I ever got. His name is Milo. Let's see if we can find him. Oh, yep, he's right there. He really doesn't do much with his life ever. Hey, you wanna come out so people can see you? Hello, Milo. No? Okay, well, just pretend he's swimming around. Here's a picture of him. And then lastly, over here is where my seahorse tank was. As you can tell, it is gone. If you're wondering what the heck happened, no, they didn't die. They're actually all fine. They went to an amazing home. It's not like that they were not being taken care of properly. It was just so much work for me. Multiple times a day, I was constantly checking up on this tank, always doing adjustments, tweaking it, adding things, taking things out, monitoring the levels like crazy. I can't even explain seahorses are just so sensitive, and I can do it, but for my own well-being and for all my other animals' well-being, I decided it would be best just to stop. I loved having seahorses. It was an amazing experience. I loved being able to take care of those creatures on such a close level, being, learning so much about them, but I couldn't do it anymore. So this is gonna be a goldfish tank now. Just give me time. Hey Cheese, you're looking less moldy now. These are my underwater flower pots. They're also called gonoporas. That's the real name. And here's my frog spawn. I am so excited to move Cheese into this tank. I want to do a whole video dedicated to it, so it's not going to happen in this video, but it's exciting that it's actually happening now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment with what your favorite animal is out of all the animals I have. I personally can't pick favorites because they're all my children, but I'm just curious to see what you guys like and what you guys want to see more content with. Of course, I'm going to do content with all of my animals. I'm just curious what you guys think. Can you say bye? Gus, can you say bye? You're so fat.